Mansory G-Class versus Brabus G-Class. One of these cars is built for people who already have power. The other is built for people who want to look like they do. One moves quietly and still dominates every space it enters. The other needs noise, color, and chaos just to be noticed. And here is the uncomfortable truth: most people will choose the louder one. Not because it is better, but because it is easier to understand. Loud is easy, subtle is difficult. Noise feels like power to people who have never experienced real power. And that is exactly what separates these two. Now this is where the difference starts to show clearly. The Mansory G-Class is not just a G-Wagon anymore. It is a transformation, a complete takeover of the original design. You see carbon fiber everywhere, on the hood, on the bumpers, on the sides, even in places that do not need it. The body is stretched wider than necessary. Air vents are exaggerated. Lines are sharper than they need to be. Nothing is calm. Nothing is quiet. Every angle is shouting for attention. And when you first see it, it works. It grabs you instantly. It demands your eyes. But then something changes. The longer you look at it, the more it feels forced. Like it is trying too hard to impress you. And that feeling is not accidental, because the truth is simple. The body is stretched wider than necessary. Air vents are exaggerated. Lines are sharper than they need to be. Nothing is calm. Nothing is quiet. Every angle is shouting for attention. And when you first see it, it works. It grabs you instantly. It demands your eyes. But then something changes. The longer you look at it, the more it feels forced. Like it is trying too hard to impress you. And that feeling is not accidental, because the truth is simple. This design is not built from confidence. It is built from insecurity. It is designed for quick reactions, for cameras, for social media, for people who decide in seconds. It does not ask you to understand it. It just wants you to react. And that is the problem. Because real power does not need instant validation. Now look at the Brabus G-Class. At first glance, it does not hit you the same way. It does not explode visually. It does not overwhelm you, but that is intentional. The stance is wider, but controlled. The details are sharper, but not exaggerated. The carbon fiber is there, but it is placed with purpose. Nothing feels random. Nothing feels excessive. It still looks like a G-Wagon, just stronger, more serious. And the feeling is completely different. It feels calm, but dangerous. Like it is holding something back. Like it does not need your approval. And that is where the real difference is, because Brabus is not trying to impress everyone. It is only speaking to people who understand what they are looking at. If you know, you know. If you do not, it does not care. And that mindset changes everything. Because now the car is not chasing attention. It is filtering it. Only a small group of people will notice the details. Only a small group will understand the upgrades. And that is exactly who it is built for. Now here is the collision. Mansory designs for strangers. Brabus designs for people who understand. One is loud to be accepted. The other is quiet because it already is. And the winner here is clear. Brabus takes this without even trying. Now this is where things get real. Because design can lie, performance cannot. The Mansory G-Class comes with a 4.0-litre twin-turbo V8. It produces 850 horsepower and 1,000 Newton-meters of torque. It goes from 0 to 100 in 3.5 seconds. All-wheel drive. On paper, it sounds insane. And when you drive it, it feels insane. The acceleration hits hard, the power comes fast. But something feels off. It does not feel controlled. It feels aggressive, but scattered. Like the car is trying to prove something every second. Like it cannot relax. Even when you are not pushing it, it still feels loud. And not just in sound, in behavior. It feels like it is always performing. And that is the key word: performing, because this is not just about speed. This is about how the speed is delivered. And here is the truth most people ignore. Mansory builds power to impress people who are watching. It is designed for reaction, the loud acceleration, the dramatic presence, the instant impact. But after that moment passes, there is no depth. It does not grow on you, it fades. Because it was never about the driving experience. It was about the moment. Now the Brabus G-Class, same base engine. 4.0-litre twin-turbo V8. But pushed further, around 900 horsepower. Up to 1250 Newton meters of torque. 0 to 100 in 3.2 seconds. All-wheel drive. Again, on paper, it is just numbers. But in reality, it feels completely different. The power delivery is smooth, but heavy. It does not jump at you, it pulls you in. And the faster you go, the more stable it feels. There is no panic, no chaos, just control. It feels planted, serious. Like the car knows exactly how much power it has, and does not need to prove it. And that creates a completely different experience. Because now you are not reacting to the car. You are working with it. And that is what real performance feels like. Now here is the deeper truth. Brabus is not innocent either. It is still selling status. It is still built for people who want to stand above others. But the difference is how it does it. It does not scream. It speaks quietly. And that quiet confidence is what makes it more dangerous. Because it attracts a different type of owner. Someone who understands power. Not just someone who wants to display it. Now here is the collision. Mansory throws power at you to impress everyone around. Brabus delivers power in a way only the driver truly understands. One is performance for attention. The other is performance for a control. And once again, the winner is clear. Brabus takes it. This is where you actually sit. This is where the truth becomes personal. Because outside is for people watching. Inside is for you. Now the Mansory G-Class interior. The first thing you notice is excess. Bright colors, heavy contrast, carbon fiber everywhere. Custom stitching on almost every surface. Nothing is left untouched. At first, it feels special, like you are in something rare. But then it starts to feel busy. Your eyes keep moving, there is no place to rest. Every detail is trying to grab your attention, even when you are sitting still. And that becomes exhausting. Because instead of relaxing into the car, you are constantly reacting to it. And here is the uncomfortable truth. This interior is not designed for comfort. It is designed for display. It is made for photos, for quick reactions. For showing people what you have, not for actually living with it every day. It feels expensive, but it does not feel calm. And real luxury is calm. Now step into the Brabus G-Class. Immediately, the energy changes, and the winner here is clear again. Brabus takes it. Now this is where everything becomes obvious, because this is how people react. This is how the world sees you. Now the Mansory G-Class. When it pulls up, people notice immediately. Phones come out, heads turn fast. Everyone is looking, but look closer. The attention is loud, but shallow. People are reacting to the car, not respecting it. There is a difference, because most of that attention comes from shock, not admiration. It is the kind of attention that fades quickly. And here is the truth most owners will never admit. This car attracts people who are impressed by money, not people who understand value. It is validation, but low-quality validation. Now the Brabus G-Class. It pulls up, and fewer people react. No loud crowd, no instant noise. But the ones who notice, look twice. They understand what they are seeing. And the attention is different. It is slower, but deeper. It comes from respect, not surprise. And that changes everything. Because now the car is not just getting attention. It is earning it. And here is the deeper truth. Brabus attracts a smaller audience, but a more informed one. People who understand engineering, presence, restraint, while Mansory attracts everyone, including people who do not know what they are looking at. Now here is the collision. Mansory gets loud attention from everyone. Brabus gets quiet respect from the right people. One is quantity, the other is quality. And again, the winner is Brabus. Now this is the part nobody says out loud, because this is not about the car anymore. This is about the person behind it. Now the Mansory G-Class owner. This is someone who wants to be seen immediately. Someone who values reaction, who enjoys attention, who wants people to notice before they understand. Daily, the car feels exciting at first. Every drive feels like an event, but over time, that fades. Because when everything is loud all the time, nothing feels special anymore, and long term, it becomes tiring. The attention stays, but the satisfaction drops. And here is the truth. This car is not built for long-term ownership. It is built for moments, for showing up, not for staying. Now the Brabus G-Class owner. This is a different mindset. This is someone who understands what they are buying. They do not need everyone to notice. They care more about how the car feels than how it looks to others. Daily, the experience is stable. It feels strong, reliable, consistent. And that matters more over time, because the car does not exhaust you. It grows on you, and long term, it holds its value, not just financially, but emotionally, because it still feels right. And here is the deeper truth. This owner is not chasing attention. They are choosing control. Now here is the collision. Mansory is for people who want to be seen. Brabus is for people who understand what they have. Mansory G-Class versus Brabus G-Class. One of these cars is built for people who already have power. The other is built for people who want to look like they do. One moves quietly and still dominates every space it enters. The other needs noise, color, and chaos just to be noticed. And here is the uncomfortable truth. Most people will choose the louder one. Not because it is better, but because it is easier to understand. Final verdict. Logically, the winner is clear. Brabus wins design, Brabus wins performance. Brabus wins interior, Brabus wins attention quality. Brabus wins ownership. But here is where it gets interesting. Because that is not what most people will choose. Most people will still choose Mansory. Not because it is better, but because it is louder. Because it is easier to show, because it gets instant reactions, and that reveals something deeper. This was never about cars. It was about people. About ego. About validation. About how different people define power. Some people want to look powerful. Others want to actually be powerful. And those are not the same thing. This was never about the cars. It was about what people value. And that says everything.